first wrong answer from Miss Solitaire, you will snip the little finger on Mr. Bond's right hand. Starting with the second wrong answer, you will proceed to the more vital areas.
Hey, I'm Quinn, and today we're going to be doing an 100 subscribers special, and I just want to thank all of you so much for staying with me for this long. You know, I've been doing these for a little while, and not till recently have these videos been starting to pick up, and I just want to thank you guys so much, especially those who've been here since the beginning. It really means a lot to me that I've gotten this far, so thank you very much. This video is made because someone recommended to me to do a video of me doing trivia, and I just thought that that was a great idea. This wasn't what I was going to do for the 100 subscriber special, but I just thought it was a great idea, so that's why I'm doing it. And it's going to be me doing trivia, but I get a lot of them wrong, so it's okay. Let's get into it, shall we? I believe the first few questions were sort of like warm-up questions, and the first one was, what was the first movie in which Connery comes back? And he only really does that once, so it was a pretty straightforward question. The answer is Diamonds Are Forever. The next question's asking when Bond gets his Walter PPK, and recently I watched Dr. No to, get a feel for it for my review, and if you watch it, it's really obvious that it was in Dr. No, so, give it to me. It's a free point, right? The next question's basically asking, when does Blofeld come into being? And I said you only live twice because, obviously he comes and you only live twice, but there's no answer for that, so I decided to guess From Russia with Love because that's the first time he, sees hands, but it's a little weird because you would assume it would be, you only live twice. I don't know, I thought it was a weird question. It may just be me. The next question is, when do you see Mr. Solo? And I forgot who Mr. Solo was. At the beginning, I was assuming it was one of these three guys in Diamonds Are Forever, but after looking through the list of the answers you could have, I guess Goldfinger, because I was thinking it was one of those gangsters. That's basically all I had. The next one's another pretty easy one. It's basically asking, name a film that doesn't have Q, and I said Live and Let Die because in that movie, Miss Moneypenny gives Bond a watch, and that's basically all you get. You don't get any Q, which I hate, because, Q, Quinn, no? Okay, fine. But, I don't know, I wish they had Q in that film. I don't understand why he wasn't in that film. I feel like that would have been a really good film for him, get a chemistry right off the bat with Roger Moore. I don't know, it may just be me, but I thought it was kind of weird. The next is asking, which is the last film not to have Harry Saltzman producing it? And I said The Man with the Golden Gun, because in this credits of The Spy Who Loved Me, you can see that it's only Albert Broccoli who's said to be the producer, which means Harry Saltzman wasn't there, so I put The Man with the Golden Gun because I remember him being in that film, but not this one. This next one's a random question, and it's basically which film is Operation Bedlam, and I guessed Moonraker because it seems like a solid guess. It's a stupid code name, so it should go to a stupid film, but good guess, right? The next question is asking which film is 100% original, and what I thought that meant was which film stuck completely to the book, and I guessed The Living Daylights because for the most part it feels like an Ian Fleming book, and I don't know, I thought that was a good guess, at least. I got two wrong, and the first one was Operation Bedlam question, and the reason I got that wrong is because it was kind of a guess. I didn't really have any chance. I got this question wrong, though, because I misunderstood the question, but I'm okay. 2 wrong isn't that bad, right? Thanks, guys. That really means a lot to me. The next question is basically asking, when is it stated that Bond's, his roots, like he's a bird guy, and I didn't know. I thought Octopussy because, it seemed like a solid guess, right? The next question's asking, what is the second film David Hedison's in? And if you've watched these, you know I adore David Hedison. Hell, I like him even more than George Lazenby. So this was an easy answer. It was definitely License to Kill, no question about it. The next one was a really hard question. I stand by it as the hardest question in this entire trivia thing. And it was, which movie did Richard Mailbon not, write? And my thinking was it was A View to a Kill because if you watch this film, it seems like a really lazy film and a blatant ripoff of Goldfinger. And I think a new writer would have just taken the thing from Goldfinger and just stuck it into here. So that's why I said A View to a Kill. It could have been Moonraker, but I'm pretty sure it was A View to a Kill. The next question is basically asking which film features either East Germany or West Germany. And I said The Living Daylights because in The Living Daylights, you see Bond escorting What's-His-Face from East to West Germany. So my understanding of the question was basically which movie features both sides of Germany. So I said The Living Daylights because of that. It made sense that they would do this type of film as a sort of kind of a reboot after the Roger Moore era, doing a really serious, not really back to basics, but more Bond-esque film. So that's why I said The Living Daylights, because it just seemed to make the most sense to me out of these four films. The next question's basically asking which film did Timothy Dalton first start in, and we just talked about it, it's The Living Daylights, so let's move on. This question's basically asking which featured Germany as a united country, and I said Goldeneye because License to Kill happened where they're broken up. Then you have License to Kill, which didn't really count, so I was assuming it was Goldeneye because that just made the most logical sense. The next question's asking which movie has good actors in it, and I said A View to a Kill because you have good old Christopher Walken who kicks some ass and is probably my most favorite actor to ever be in a Bond film, so I think this was probably the easiest question in the entire trivia thing. So yeah, A View to a Kill. In order to know the answer to this question, you have to watch two films, On Her Majesty's Secret Service and The World's Not Enough, because if you watch these two films, you see these two clips which basically give you the answer.
Arms of Sir Thomas Bond, Baronet of Peckham, died 1734. Argent on a chevron sable. 3 besants. Good motto, eh? The world is not enough.
I could have given you the world.
The world is not enough.
Foolish sentiment.
Family motto.
So there you go, The World's Not Enough, from a true Bondaholic. Number 1 I got wrong because I should have guessed that because 40-year anniversary, they're probably going to shove that in. And if you look at the bottom, you realize only 28% got it right, so that means 28% of the people guessed that answer correct. This one, it was between those two and I just guessed wrong, basically. I should have gotten this right because the whole plot of the movie is to get into West Germany. And seeing as I've seen Octopussy so many times, I should have gotten that one correct. You know what, Tomorrow Never Dies is a pretty bad script, so the fact that I got that wrong, I'm not really upset about. So yeah, I got a 6 out of 10. This was a 2-part thing, so that's why I got 2 different scores. Leave a comment below for ideas for later subscriber specials, because whatever you guys recommend, I will use your ideas. So please leave a comment below. I couldn't figure out what to show you guys as my little, end coda, so I decided, from what I've seen, a lot of people hate Thunderball, so I'm going to show a few little clips to back up as to why I like it so much. Next time, I promise we'll see Dr. No, so I'll see you then.
That gun looks more fitting for a woman. Do you know much about guns, Mr. Bond? No, I know a little about women.
So good.
Oh,
Hello.
aren't you in the wrong room, Mr. Bond?
Not from where I'm standing.
Ah, that's funny.
Since you're here, would you mind giving me something to put on?
Yeah, get it?
One of my friends sits this one out. She's just dead.
Varga's behind you.
Really?
The man's a god.
He must have followed us.
I think you got the point.
And I think you guys got it as well. Okay, see you next time.